This is going to be a little tutorial of how I decorate the little traveler notebook size journals that I make that I do plaster on the covers. So I've made a few of these in the past, and I was making some of these and I showed them in the group. And so I'll show you pretty quickly one way that I decorate them. There's a lot of different ways to do it, obviously, but I think this is like the easiest way, and that is with napkins. We all have napkins. We hoard our napkins. So, let's work with them. So I was getting ready to decorate these two. So that's why I decided, well, why don't I just go ahead and film it? And that way you guys know how I decorate them. So I get different elements from different napkins, and then I just start positioning them and see, what I like, the balance between maybe some, I love my black and whites, and then I'll put some splashes of color. And I always gravitate toward plants and birds and butterflies and things like that. So I'll just continue in that theme with these other two that we do together. But you can see this was like from one napkin. That's a different napkin. There's like 4 or 5 napkins here in this particular cover. And here, yeah, so you got like maybe 3 or 4 also that I've put together to create this cover. So here, let's go ahead and real quickly, all I did was, tear them apart. For those of you that are new to working with napkins, your napkins are going to have either 2 or 3 different layers, and so you want to remove them all so that you only have one left so that it will adhere. Otherwise, it's not going to stay down. In case you go, I wonder how will I know if I got them all? Well, if the top layer falls off, you didn't get them all. So you can use really any kind of glue that you like. I just happen to have some matte gel here, so I'm going to use that. So a lot of people will ask me, well, doesn't the plaster covers crack? And well, of course, that's the beauty of it, especially when you come in with antique glazes and things like that. You want all of that, all those cracks that form in the plaster. I mean, if you're not gonna have the cracks in there, then you might as well just put paint or gesso, because the plaster that's the fun part, all the texture that it gives you. So, okay, so I'm just going to glue that down right there. And I wanted to have the bird here. This is some kind of I forget what kind of fruit that was, either a kiwi or a passion fruit. So we'll put the little piece of passion fruit there. So the hummingbird has something to eat. You don't want to have him stuck on here with nothing to eat. What kind of a host would do that? And I'll put this right here. Felt a little thick. I better double check, make sure I have all the layers off. Yeah, I didn't do that on this one. I thought it felt. See, I would have made the mistake, and then it wouldn't be gluing down. So that's one layer. I think there's one more. And when you're getting them off the edge there of the napkin where it has that embossing, sometimes it's kind of hard to get them off. I should have gotten some tape. Yeah, I'll be here forever trying to get this off. Oh, I don't want to edit. Let's go fast. Come on. If I'm here for 2 hours, I might have to edit. No. Okay, here we go. yeah, doing the lives have really spoiled me because, there's no editing involved or anything. So when you start filming, it's like, oh no, don't make a mistake, don't take too long, because then you're gonna get stuck having to edit. I hate that. I'd rather show you all the mistakes than edit. After that's dry, then I'll trim that there. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. And there is a big crack right there, so I think I want to put the butterfly right there so that that piece won't fall off. Probably won't, but I don't want to take the chance. Where was that crack? Oh, right there. I just don't want to take a chance. So let's put that there. Because that's where you open and close, so there's a greater chance that you get a little bit of it cracking. And gluing something on top of it right there will minimize it falling off. We want the cracks, we just don't want it falling off. And if you didn't want to glue anything there, you just put a little bit of this, any kind of your matte medium, so that it would secure it a little bit. It wouldn't hurt doing the whole thing with a little bit of matte medium after you're all done decorating whatever it is you're going to do. Like I said, there's all kinds of ways to decorate these. This is just one way. This is like probably the easiest way. Oh, here's another one I didn't take apart. Bad planning, bad planning. Ta-da! I had to run around, look for the tape. It would not come apart. And there was no way I was going to leave all that dead time in here. So, oh well. I thought I could get away with it. It did not happen. Okay, so we'll put this here. Maybe more like that. And we'll put the little words here. All right. And we'll trim this off right here. So I would say for now, I would call this cover pretty much done in case I want to add something later. I don't think so. I kind of like it the way it is. Let's set it aside just for a second and we'll revisit it. Make sure we don't want to add anything. I like this black and white here. I like to have some kind of text. This is just a portion of I think it was a frame. I have this paper that just has all different sizes of frames. It's fun to play with. And you know how on the edge the printing goes off and there's usually incomplete parts. So this was just a partial frame and I thought, oh, that would look kind of cool just putting it there like that. Minding its own business. And we'll put this down here on the bottom. And this was a leftover from something else I tore out of there. I thought, well, let's use this. And then we can put that flower right there. And what's cool about just leaving the plaster white and then using the napkins that have a white background, you can see how it just disappears into there and looks really cool. At least I think it looks cool. Then we'll put a little bit more glue right here to put this. Oops, a little crooked. A little delicate. I think I'm doing it crooked again because I can't see. Can't get on top of it. Okay. It's about as good as we're going to get. Okay. All right. Now, if you want to just keep it simple, that would also be done. I think this looks pretty cool. And you can have this wrap around or you can just cut it off. I'll just wrap it around. Because I'm sure, you know, you might want to continue the decoration in the back. I'm just showing you basically how it's done. But you could go ahead and finish the back with some more, you know, napkins or collage or whatever it is that you choose to use. Now, also, oh, and by the way, these are the blank ones. So these are in my shop. And they also come with some various sizes of tags to incorporate in with the journal. I did a couple of these. These, again, are just using the napkins and decoupaging onto these plaster tags, and then you can just incorporate them into the journal itself. Now, what I did with these, let me get this out of here. What I did with these is they come with these the grommets are already in here in case you want to use them like you would use a traditional traveler's notebook where you put your signatures in there. Or if you don't want it that way and you want to sew your signatures in, you can just remove the elastic and then you can hang some dangles or something from the holes. So you can use it either way. You can sew your signatures in or you can put them in the traveler notebook style. So these are kind of fun. I think it's kind of one of my favorite things to work with this plaster. If you follow me at all, you know I love my encaustic and I love my plaster. Kind of stuck with both of those, liking them a lot. So I really like how these came out. And so if you'd like to try making your own or buying the ones that I have in my shop and decorating them, either way, I think you would have a lot of fun with these because they're very versatile. Later on, I'll show you a few other techniques of how you can finish the covers, but these are the simplest and I think the most dramatic way to finish them off, and they're very simple and with minimal amount of things that, you know, will nothing really you probably have to buy. You probably have the napkins, you've got some kind of adhesive, and you're ready to go, and you're done. All right. Have fun.